Hi everybody, it's me Teresa. Today is Wednesday, August 8th, 2018. I'm finally back. Things been crazy with mowing the grass and the garden and kids and grandkids and all that stuff. Plus my birthday month was last month. I want to say happy birthday to everybody that has birthdays in July. Kind of my favorite month of the year other than Christmas. This is a friendship quilt that I made when I was part of a Canton Quilters Guild in Stark County, Ohio. You gave the packets of fabric to the other people who signed up for it, and everybody gave you back a quilt square, and then you put it together, made a friendship quilt. Some got signed, some did not, and it was kind of a bummer, but I love the colors, and it came out really nice. First time I ever made an actual, like, quilted wall quilt, pieced wall quilt. I made one out of a bandana once, but that was different because it was a just an overall printed design on the bandana. I've got a couple of things I've actually finished. I'm keeping up with my Mania starts. I had 9 whips and 9 new starts. Some of them weren't actually started. Some of them were kits that I had made up myself. And a couple of them were kits that were already pre-made up. So far of the ones that I have started in Mania was this this little white towel. I kind of designed the it's not going to show up. I designed the stars on just a piece of scrap graph paper, and I think it came out really nice. I actually got it done the evening of the 3rd, so I could starch it, steam it, and then hang it up in my bathroom. My downstairs powder room, restroom, whatever you guys want to call it, is all done in Americana. I painted it and then added pieces I had around the house so I could put them all in one place. So that was one thing I finished. This is something that, well, let me go back to the cross stitch. I got this off of Pinterest, did not have any idea it was supposed to be done on plastic canvas until I looked it up again, and it doesn't matter to me. I would rather do it on the Aida. It's just that it came out a lot bigger than what I was expecting. It's almost 16 inches long, and it's 8 or 9 inches wide, the widest part from here to here. I was thinking about framing it. Now I think I'm going to put it on a canvas, so that way I could just stretch the white around the white of the canvas. I think it'd be cute. My husband and my grandson and I just love watching Guardians of the Galaxy. First one. I've seen the second one, but the first one's still my favorite. But yeah, Baby Groot, he's adorable. But yeah, I'm going to put that in my grandson's playroom upstairs. It's where he stays whenever he comes over for a visit. So that was 2, both for my Mania starts. This is something I started probably about 1.5 years ago. I had some really pretty fabric, and it was too sheer to make into a blouse. It was really, really transparent. So I cut it up and I wrapped it on my shuttles, and I run it through my rug loom, which has got the heavier warp. It's got instead of a really fine warp like my smaller loom, it's got a heavier warp. And I made this piece of fabric up, and then I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I finally got around to finishing it and putting a strap and binding and everything on it. Would make a nice boho style shopping bag, or a little purse or something, maybe for a teenage girl. Definitely not for myself, but I braided the fringe so it would look nice. And then the only thing I haven't had a chance to do is I'm going to dip dye the fringe and blue, just to give it a little accent compared to all the yellow in it, so it'll kind of tone it down. But yeah, I haven't got a chance to dip dye that yet, but I'll get around to that. And so I finally finished that. My son has a bunch of t-shirts, and he didn't want me to make this one into part of his quilt. I've been saving these t-shirts for him. Well, all 3 of my boys. And my youngest wanted this one to be put into a pillow, but it was a shirt that one of his brothers gave him. And it was kind of, I think it's about racing parts. I think it's about going and getting, when you like buy parts from the parts store, because it's got some lettering on here. It's talking about like Fram and stuff like that. So I think it's because like Fram filters and stuff. But so I turned it into a pillow, and I finally got around to stuffing it and closing it. But it's just a little t-shirt. What I did was I cut the sleeve off. This part here was down one sleeve, so I cut that off and then added it back, and that way it made it a little bit bigger. Otherwise it would have been a lot smaller. But it's just about monster trucks and stuff. I think, like I said, that it's something you would have got like if you would have bought car parts. The other thing that I finished, something I will want to do for myself, is if you guys can see this or not, I'll scoot over to the side, is everybody's talking about their t-shirts and stuff, and this one's something I did for myself. I do have a small home embroidery machine, and I finally did that. That was for my birthday present to myself, and I really like the V-necks better, and it was just kind of neat the way it came out. The next thing I did this a while ago. I put it on my Etsy shop, but I don't know how to make Etsy work. A friend of mine got me started, and every time I go on there, it won't do anything, so it just sits there. This is the only thing that's in the Etsy shop. It's a like a crossbody bag, satchel, and I got the pattern years ago, way before Pinterest, and I finally got around to making it, and it, you guys can see that or not. It's a machine embroidery that I got from Urban Threads. You can go to urbanthreads.com. I have got a bunch of their steampunk and dragons and stuff like that. And that's where I got this butterfly at too. It's the same place. And a lot of their stuff, you could get it in either format, either hand cross-stitching it, hand embroidering it, or doing it by machine. And it's a lot of fun. Oh, there we go. That way you guys could see all the colors of it. And then this is just the back of the bag. I really like the colors. They really went well with the embroidery that I used. And then I put the whole thing together after I embroidered it and stuff. So there's that. And then I am going to be going, at least I hope to get to go. I haven't got to go in a couple years. There's a craft fair that the fire department puts on in a town close to me. And I like going and taking like my rag rugs and my purses and stuff. And I was going to do some satchels. But I went to Joann's and I wanted to get something, since the fair's in October, I wanted to get something that was kind of Halloween. So I got some fabric that has like skulls and the death head moth and bird cages and ribs and, all the kind of spooky stuff. This one's really cool. This one glows in the dark. It's got, it's like a bluish black color. It's not really gray. It's got like a blue undertone to it. I think it's upside down. No, I guess not. No, it's all right. But it's got bats and the moon and trees and stuff in it. So these are all birthday presents to myself, because I'm going to make myself a couple satchels and then make some for the craft fair when I go to the fair in October. One's crows in it. Oh, here's the one. It really glows in the dark. This one has a lot of the neon stuff in it. And it's like spooky houses, kind of like Haunted Mansion or whatever. And then this one was really cool. These are a birthday present to myself. But like I said, I was also going to use part of the fabric for myself, as well as here's some skulls. I thought that'd be really a cool thing with the roses and stuff in the background. And then these are just, oh, one more. This one's got, oh, there's two more. This one's got skulls and coffins and spiders and spider webs and stuff in it. And then this one, really neat. It's got old-fashioned cameos of skeletons and gentlemen in a top hat and stuff like that. I just really thought they were fun. And then I've got some other accent fabrics for like the lining of it and the bottoms, so that way I can fussy cut out more of the fabric. There we go. That was kind of a mottled flower, and it's kind of got like roses in it, so just to add some accent to it. But the other thing that I really wanted to get on here for was to just say hi to everybody, and to say hi to Pam and stuff down in Cincinnati, and I hope to get to go down there this weekend. I wasn't sure if you guys watched my channel yet or not. I'm going to be going down on Saturday for to drop off a quilt frame to a lady that was buying my older quilt frame off me. And I wanted to know if you guys wanted to get together keepsakes and I really like to meet you guys. You guys are a lot of fun. I love watching your videos. And then also just to say thanks for everything you guys do with all the different patterns that you show, and the whips that you have. Oh, excuse me. And just how much fun it is to watch you guys and to be a part of this community. I love watching Christine. I just watched her yesterday when she was talking about the card that her friend sent her. I laughed so hard. If I would have been drinking water, I think it would have come out my nose. You guys are just phenomenal. I love all the tutorials and the ideas, and especially the hold please, I need to find my words. I'm back. I love the fact that you guys enable us. You know, we're enabling each other, as Caroline put it. But I also wanted to say thanks to everybody who has put out videos, whether it's 1 or 101. I really have learned a lot. I mean, I've been sewing and cross-stitching since I was a kid. And I remember doing beadwork and making little bracelets and all kinds of stuff. And it just is a wonderful community. And I want to say thanks. Bye.